Now at 5:30, your property taxes could be going up this year after an historic increase in home values in Central Ohio. According to the county auditor's office, home values here in Franklin County went up 41% in the past year, which means taxes will also go up. Thanks for sticking with us at 5:30. I'm Andrew Kinsey.
And I'm Doug Petcash in for Yolanda tonight. 10 TV's Colin Dorsey talked to a realtor about what people can expect. He joins us now live with what this means for homeowners. Colin?
Yeah, well, it's probably the worst part of home ownership, those pesky property taxes. And if you live in Franklin County, the county treasurer's office is putting those bills in the mail within the week, and they're due by the end of the month.
We want property owners to go out, look at their bill, and understand where the money is going.
Franklin County saw record property value surges last year. Property values in Whitehall increased by 68%. On the lower end, Grandview saw an increase of 17%. Franklin County Auditor Michael Stinziano says those levies that passed in November also show up on this month's bill.
The way with the elections and what was the language on the ballot, it will be impacted with any January tax bills received.
Now, just because your property values jumped doesn't mean taxes go up at the same rate. That's factored in by a relatively obscure term, millage, and then the millage rate. A mill is 1/1,000th of a dollar or 1/10 of a cent. And then, for example, Columbus Metropolitan Library's 1.5 mill levy will add about $52.50 per $100,000 of taxable property.
Most people don't break it down by taxes and mortgage. For most people, it's here's the total dollar amount we can afford a month.
For prospective home buyers, these increased property tax costs are something to factor in. Realtor Sarah Marie Brenner says with the scorching housing market, first-time home buyers need to consider what all they'll be paying when looking at a home. And increased property tax costs are something to factor in, and school districts make up a big part of those.
Just make sure that you have those conversations with your broker before you get started so you don't fall in love with a house, maybe even write an offer, maybe even go in a contract and then realize, oh darn, the taxes on this are so much more than what we thought because we didn't realize we were in this other school district.
Now, she tells me there's no signs that the housing market in Central Ohio is slowing down, especially with all the industry moving into Franklin, Delaware, and Licking counties and other surrounding counties. Now, as for your property taxes, that's all due by the end of January, either the full amount or half the amount. Now, Auditor Stinziano says if you aren't able to pay either one of those, he says you should be able to work out some sort of payment schedule with the treasurer's office. Live in Columbus, Colin Dorsey, 10 TV.